Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, aka the Bod Father. I have an amazing interview set up for you guys this evening. Pretty much he was with Pantera. When they came on the scene, they kicked the door in for the new metal music, heavy metal music. They pretty much carried the torch from then till now. And he's with Kill Devil Hill, none other than Mr. Rex Brown himself. What's going on, Rex?
Oh, just touring, buddy. Got myself a little cold, so if y'all can't hear me, I'm going to have to speak through my ear or something. Got a little head cold over the tour. Everybody got it.
You sound perfect, my friend. You sound perfect.
All right. Thank you.
You guys with Kill Devil Hill, man, have been busting your all's asses off since the first self-titled Kill Devil Hills came out, haven't you?
Well, we have. We hadn't toured enough, in my opinion, but that's what we plan on doing here. You know, we're going to hit every damn place that'll have us in 2014, and we're doing the run here that we're on now. Just, getting, playing little, second and third tier markets, and it's working out really good for us. It's starting to create a good buzz, and that's what I want to do. And then we're going to hit every damn city that we possibly can.
Now, you guys have a new CD that's out right now called Revolution Rise. I've seen where Metalholic.com gave it an 8.9 out of 10. That's pretty damn good.
It did.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty damn good, my friend.
That's real good. I like that.
Well, what do you say about the new album? What can we expect from Kill Devil Hill? Like I said, I really enjoyed the very first one that came out. What can we expect from this one?
We played about, I guess we did 100 dates last year, and I wanted to do more, but basically it just, when you get, it just grows as the band grows. We get to know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and then we just the vibe. It's getting for those four individuals and putting that sound together. Mm-hmm. So it's just, this one's just bigger, badder, and just bolder. And it's just an extension of what we did on the first one. And there's still, man, we have so many tracks that didn't make it off this one. In fact, we used some that didn't make it off the last one on this one just because they fit in really good. So we have a repertoire of songs. We just, instead of, these bands that take 4 years in between records, I'm not into doing that anymore. Mm-hmm. I just think if you're going to be out there and be visible, you got to be touring at the same time. You take a little break and make a record and get right back on it, Considering we put 2 records out within 8 months, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it is, and usually, Rex, you know it just as well as I do. There's some bands that make one album, and they tour 4 or 5 years on just one album.
No, yeah, absolutely, and I think that might be the case on this one. I think it's pretty deep. Mm-hmm. So as far as track wise, and hopefully radio will come around and we'll see what happens. We're not shooting to, we're not writing a song for the radio, but you never know. Radio can come around and that can do wonders for you. But then again, it's still heavy, kick-ass rock and roll. No ands and buts about it.
Exactly. Now, Revolution Rise, I've got to see the featured video "Why," which is really great, and I've got to hear some of the new music off of it, which is "Wake Up the Dead," "Long Way from Home," and "Stealing Days." Really great album. Really great album so far.
Well, those 3 songs kind of spread it open. It's those 3 are totally different tracks. I mean, there's a lot of diversity on this record, and that's kind of the way that it worked. We just wanted to, make sure that we had all the bases covered. And it was kind of cool the way we did it. We'd go in and we were using Jeff Pilson he played in Doc and now plays in Foreigner. He's been a good friend for years, and then he wanted to go in and get some drum sounds there. And we went in and did 3 songs, and we thought, well, hell, we'll just do the drums here. But it turned out that scheduling-wise, in hindsight, it really kind of worked. We do 3 songs, and then 4, and then 3, and then 4. So it was kind of as we were doing it, we were kind of seeing how the flow was going. Well, what does it need here? What's the next track? What are we going to work on? Which riff is going to fit? What I'm saying? Just the overall flow, and it just flowed out of us. It wasn't, nothing was contrived. And we produce all the the band then Jeff really helped with the vocals on this one. You know, I thought that's the song said, it's your time to, you know, it's your time to shine. But, you know, spread your wings and fly, buddy. Mm-hmm. And he did. By God, did he.
And I like the way you guys write your music. It's your guys' music, regardless if anybody likes it or not. It's what you guys want to do. That's what I like about it.
It is a band. You know, this is not, you know, they put that supergroup tag on us or whatever. And, you know, most supergroups, they put out one album, they tour a little bit, and it's done. Mm-hmm. Well, that's not the case in this. And this, you know, I've got this passion back, and I just got lucky with these guys and met them, and it's really a team. As far as the working relationships go, you know, Mark and Dewey and I, and you know, we're really out there. We're just trying to spread the word, man. Every place we go, you know, that's what we're trying to do.
You definitely
just grab one fan at a time, and by God, that's what you do.
You definitely got support right here from this show, that's for sure.
Right on. How
do you guys contribute to the writing process? Do all of you guys contribute, or how do you guys work that out?
It'll come. A majority of the time, Mark will have a riff, or I'll have a riff, and we sit down together and we kind of plot it out, and or he'll have something done, and I'll put another riff into it, for a middle part or whatever, and then we take it to what we did on this one. We take it to Vinny, and we would sit in our little, you know, our rehearsal space, and just really nail the songs down and get them as good as we can. And what I did with this record, I knew that, well, to get Jeff involved, I wanted him to be it when we were in the writing process, to kind of throw in, you know, just have an extra ear. And I also brought down, you know, the fifth member of the band, which is Jay Rustin, that does all of our, you know, mixes everything. And I've been blessed with him. He knows exactly what I want it to sound like. And that's what I have in my head, and he just nails it every time. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, every record that I've ever heard that cat do is just a monster. It's just a MFer, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can cuss on your show or not, so I just
Port to it.
I can cuss away?
Go right ahead.
Well, fuck. Yeah, he's a motherfucker. He knows exactly what we're trying to go for, and so I didn't even, you know, I know Jay so well. We just do it over the phone, you know.
Yeah.
I get my truck and I know exactly how it's going to sound, and that's really how we kind of get it. And he sends it, and I'll listen to it in different systems, and you know, and the final thing is kind of come through, and we'll take it to different mastering and stuff like that, and put fake masters on it, and really getting tightened up, you know. So that takes a little bit of time. Mm-hmm. It takes a little bit more time, especially on this record, because we had so many more layers. It just more texture, you know, for the overall feel. But live, it's fitting in just perfect with the old stuff. So you're going to get the best about both worlds when you come through town, you know.
Is there any songs that was off the first album that didn't make it, and plus this album that's out right now, could they possibly be on a third album that may be out from you guys later on?
If they fit or not, you know. Depends if they're, you know, a lot of these songs that we, like Wake Up the Dead we were talking about, is one of those songs that we had that just, we didn't think it was right for the last record.
Right.
And we put it out on this one, and it turned out it was just double as heavy. You know, so we wanted to make sure that, you know, that song for sure would blow your speakers fucking out of your car, you know. It's just a real heavy song. It's one of my favorite songs to play live. We're playing it live in the set. So, yeah, man, I mean, it's just, some of these songs fit. There's other songs like, you know, the title track, I had that written before, well, I guess about the same time. Something I was fucking around a sound check with, and it ended up being an iTunes bonus track just because it didn't fit with what was going on. Sometimes they fit, and sometimes they don't.
Right.
You know, so we have different versions of. In fact, we do a couple acoustic things on the iTunes version. So if you can't get it in your damn store, which is hard to find these days, and they only stock about 2 or 3 of them or 5 of them or whatever, you know, then you can get it on iTunes, and that has all that bonus material on it, and which is a plus, you know.
That's another thing I want to ask you about, because when you guys came out, you know, with Pantera and everything, CDs was a major thing, and albums. But now it's
Sure.
and now it's the digital age. Do you think? To me, I think it helps bands. But what's your opinion? Do you think it does?
You think it's what?
I think it helps bands. To be honest with you, the digital age now.
The digital age it's a necessary evil.
Okay.
You know, I come back from where everything was on 2-inch tape, and you got that big, warm everything. Well, you can actually do that with Pro Tools now, or you can, there's certain ways that you go about getting that sound without making it sound plastic, A lot like I hear some of these other bands and they try to do that and it just doesn't work, With us, we're trying to get that analog sound out of just old amps. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can get really, really close if you know what you're doing with compression and stuff like that. So, some of the records that come out are they're phony, and you'll see those bands die away. You know what I'm saying? I'm planning on sticking around with this band for a long while. So, we're not going anywhere anytime soon.
And I hope you guys don't either, because I like the music.
Well, and that's the main thing. That's the drive, and I did down and had a blast, and Philip and I was together for a long time, and that came to an end, and it was just time for a new thing, and this popped in my lap, and by God, here I go.
Right.
I had to get my health back, and I wrote the book and kind of explains it all. So my old side of the story and then my personal stuff. So I'm a charging rhino. I'd got
to see you on that metal show, and I thought it was really cool that you was on there with Sebastian Bach and all the questions they was answering.
Well, he's not goofy, Andy. I love Sebastian to death.
Yeah.
He's entertaining. Very entertaining fellow, isn't he?
Yeah, that metal show, I watched it a lot. It was cool that they had you on there, and you've been on there several times, haven't you? Or is that the first time?
Yeah, I think 3 times now, something like that.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me a couple of nights ago, when are you going to be on that metal show again? I said, well, I think I'm due this year. I've already done it there twice. So, no, I think that metal show, a lot of people have different standards on it or whatever, but it's the only damn show you can watch that has anything to do with fucking metal on it.
Yep.
So, it's cool. I wish they had a different bunch of bands out there that need to be shown. You know what I'm saying? I think they should get maybe some newer bands out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Totally agree.
So, and I think that would be cool. That would really fit the show. But they only do like 15 shows or whatever, and they tape them and they run all the year long. So.
Right. And this show that I do here online is for local bands and national bands. I support locals like horror punk, metal.
You have to support your local scene, man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And if people don't get it, then they're missing out. And you got to know where the music comes from too.
Yep.
A lot of bands are out there inflating who, and it's very flattering, but after a while it gets a little redundant.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
So, hey man, I'm just, Kill Devil Hill is riding on its own merit, and its own songs and its own delivery live. And I think we're doing pretty damn good. That's where I want to be right now.
Rex, what can fans expect at a Kill Devil Hill show from you guys?
Loud ass fucking metal.
Hell yeah.
And and of course we draw from different eras of influences. To me, I hear a bit of a '70s kind of sound in there, a little bit of the hard rock. There's definitely influences in there, and of course everybody points a picture, and just because we have harmony vocals, everybody goes, well, goddamn, that sounds like Alice. Well, that Alice in Chains, which is great. I'll take that comparison any day, but we're not trying to emulate them at all. It's just Dewey was influenced by Lane, and Lane was one of the greatest singers ever. So to be in that company, hell, I'll take it.
I want your opinion on this since you asked that. I like Alice in Chains too, but the new frontman that they have for Alice in Chains, I think he's done a great job for them so far.
Well, you know what? I was with Jerry when he went through all the singers. Jerry and I were really good friends, and he kind of wanted my opinion, and I was living in LA at the time, and at the same time I was putting down back together with Philip, and so I was down there when they were auditioning singers, and William came in and just had this swagger to him you know, that just, I mean, he's a talented cat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You take your eyes off, he's almost identical to me. And I watched it from a very early stage when he got, you know, when they got him in the band. And then they came out with that monster record. You know, it's just great songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, man, rock and roll needs Alice in Chains.
Yes, they
do.
do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I agree.
And I'm not kissing ass at all. I know those guys are very friends of mine, but rock and roll needs an Alice in Chains. They need to kill over hill. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Do you guys prefer the clubs or the festivals? What do you guys prefer?
Well, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of both here coming up in 2014. I don't want to jinx any damn plans, but
right.
We're up for now's the time when you start booking for summertime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're in abroad, and I think we're going to Australia in February, and it's a big festival over there that goes on for about a week, and it's every damn band on the planet just about. Oh shit, you know.
Now, I know that you've played a lot of shows, and I wanted your opinion on this, but doesn't it seem like the fans overseas, like when you play like Download Festival and shows like that, how in tune the fans are with all the music and how much they sing all the songs together? I mean, what's your take on that?
Well, I mean, the more people you have, the more they're going to sing, you know? Right. So it makes it more of a chant, more of a, you know, especially, you know, songs that are anthems, and, you know, that's what we did with Pantera, and we certainly have anthems off this new one that I think people can sing along to. I mean, that's the point. Right. You know, we still want to be as heavy as we can get, but at the same time, we want to pigeonhole ourselves to be someplace where we can have those comedy folklore, you know, take a song like Why, which is just very easy to sing along with, you know, off the new record. And, you know, why do that to yourself when you can, you know, there's all kinds of possibilities in rock and roll, goddamn, sky's the limit. Oh, yeah. It's been done, but, you know, that, hey, look, there's still notes we played together and be completely different. You know what I'm saying?
What's it like, man, when they're singing along to your music on stage? How's that make you feel?
It was cool. We just played we had a record release at the Roxy in L.A.
Right.
You know, and L.A. is notorious for those guys just sitting around while I'm in a band, and, you know, they're not going to fucking make me. We had people, and I've never encountered this in L.A. At the scale of what we were playing. You know, we played the Roxy, which is about 600 seats or 700 and sold out. And they were chanting, you know, Kill Every Hill in between the songs. And I've never seen that at that level in L.A. before. So if that's any indication of what's going on, then hell, we're doing pretty good.
How would you want to be remembered when you're through with music? How would you want the fans and everybody to remember you?
Just a straight-up guy, you know. I don't bullshit. I get straight to the point. You know, I just tell it as it is, and and I just don't. I don't know. I'm a caring father, and, you know, loving person, whatever. You know, to hell with the myth until you meet me. You know.
Exactly.
People change or not change. They just get better.
Right.
That's the way I put it.
What do you think?
I don't know. I ain't got an epitaph. I want to fucking sit here and tell you over the phone, but, you know. I don't know what to say about that. Those are kind of weird questions, you know. Like, I'm still in the present, man. I got a lot of work to do.
What do you think that Kill Devil Hill brings to the music scene?
Some place of validity. You know, it's valid. It's not contrived. We're not trying to be the trend of the day, you know.
Right.
Where you see a lot of these, it's just the market's oversaturated with just, you know, all record companies want to do is, you know, they're a bunch of bean counters. You know, and all they think about is selling records, not nurturing a band. They just want to see how many units they can sell, and that band's done next fucking year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
want to be sticking around for a while. So, and that's the intention of us playing all the time. You just have to have that visibility. You know. So, but we can't be in 8 places at one time. It's so funny. We book one run of dates, and then we go, "Where's our Virginias? Where's our Kentucky's?" Where it takes time, you know. We have to route tours and availabilities on places that we play and all that kind of stuff. Because everybody, look, Everybody's got the computer. You can get whatever you want to right then and there. You know, I think that's become kind of the culture, you know. Everybody can get what they want right off the computer, right off the bat. But when it comes to live shows, you're just gonna have to wait. We're gonna come through 2 or 3 times, you know. And if it's not on this run, it's gonna be on the next one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad that you mentioned that about the dollar signs and things like that, because I always wanted to ask this. But do you think that record companies and record labels just see bands as dollar signs and not actually just for the musicians that they are?
Yeah, it's changed a lot over the years compared to what I did, you know, with back in the Pantera days. And like I said, Killed Over Hill, it's on its own merit. You know, we're only as good as our songs, you know, and the combination of guys that are jamming in the band. So, I just think that people need to know where that music comes from, you know, 'cause they're not doing their homework. You know, everything comes from the Delta Blues, my friend.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
there's different variations on it, you know, and that's where my roots lay. So I know where all it comes from. You know what I'm saying? But you can take from that, and it can be your inspiration for something, and then make it heavy as fuck if you want to. You know?
Oh yeah, it's crazy, Rex. You know, we're talking about this, and I seen last night that a post that Megadeth had put out that they're doing a George Jones tribute show. They're playing.
Who?
Megadeth is playing at a George Jones tribute show that they're having for George Jones.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, but it just goes to show you that music is respected throughout the genres, you know?
Hey, man, I listen to everything from Slayer to fucking Sinatra.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll say that till the day I die. I don't listen to one. If you just have that closed mind and all you want to listen to is just that, and you don't know where the rest of the music came from, or don't have any, you know, or that, you know, oh, you're a poser because you listen to this or that, you don't have an open mind, man, you gotta listen and know where everything came from in the first place, you know. So that's where I draw my inspiration from.
Now you, my friend, are doing a lot of bass clinics. You're doing one tomorrow, correct?
Got one going tomorrow here in hometown. So it's really cool. You know, I was with this other company, and they didn't do a whole lot of that stuff. And I really wanted to start doing that, because that's where your fans come. You know, these are the guys that want to know exactly, how did you play that? You know, what was going on through your mind when you did that record or that? You know, these guys want to know. And I just sit up there and we just have a jam sesh, and that's what I'm all about anyway. And we just have a good time, you know, and I do question and answer in between songs. Most guys would get up there and play for 5 songs and, you know, do, you know, 5 minutes worth of Q&A. I want the audience involved. I want to know what they're thinking, you know, so I make it kind of like a little party, you know. I wish I could take a keg of beer into every damn Sam Ash. I could do it, but I can't do that, you know. But I put on, you know, these clinics don't have to be sterile. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For some normal kid, they don't want to know, you know, it's good to know the basics and all that kind of stuff, and I kind of teach a little bit of that, but it's more about the attitude than it is, because that's where the music comes from, about attitude. And for me, you know, it's all about attitude and where that passion is, and where that, you know, where you get your drive from.
Right.
And so doing these clinics, I get the chance to do it now, and it's just been a blast to do, and I want to keep doing them. But we're on a really tight schedule on this first one, but I'll do, you know, 2 dozen of them or more this next coming year, and hopefully, you know, I'd like to do one every day, but I can't feasibly do that.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, you can't be in 8 places in one night. So
exactly, you know. But I am. I'm doing a video. These guys want me to do a video thing, and of course they want me to sit there and go, and I'm like, nope, I'm going to show you a little attitude, and we're going to put a little spice in your program, and if that's what you want, that's what, you know, I think that's what people want to get. They don't want to see some guys that they can learn it out of a damn textbook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's plenty of those. There's plenty of great players out there. It's just, for me, it's about the vibe, you know.
A lot of musicians I've seen have started doing Skype sessions where you pay for like so many hours and they'll
I've heard of that.
and they'll do the session right there live. I think that's
I'm not
pretty
really
cool.
I'm not really into that. You know, I've always been that kind of silent dude and just stuff at the jam.
Yeah.
You know, but there's all kinds of opportunities out there, and I think you kind of get closer to the fans if you do one. I just never have done that. You know, it's just one of those things. We've always been shit. We toured so much and for so long, you know, that never really nobody was doing that for a bass player.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about guitar clinics or a drum clinic. Now we have the opportunity to do it with the bass, and I think it's really cool. You know, so I jumped aboard and I'm playing some new amps, and they're just monsters, man.
Now, you got to play at the Revolver Golden Gods Awards, and this is
Yes, I did.
This is the first year I got to check it out, and it was one badass show, and I thought it was really awesome to see you and Phil up there playing with Anthrax. How was that, man? How was that for you all?
It was cool. Phil and I, we hadn't seen each other in a little bit, and we talked. When he's busy doing what he's doing, and of course I'm busy with doing what I'm doing. When we have time, we'll, you know, around Christmas time or whatever, we always get in touch. Or not Christmas time. I'm just saying that's the next time I'll talk to him.
Right.
You know, I think Bound's overseas right now. In fact, I know they are. They just left a couple days ago because we were in Austin. I was trying to get my boys down. Bobby is one of my best friends, and he just joined down. So, but we're doing Metal Masters at NAMM this year, Philip and I.
Mm-hmm.
So the Golden Gods thing was really cool because it just kind of, what a terrible day, number one, and what a fitting song. You know, Jeff Hanneman dies, This Love. And it just, you know, we had to pay tribute at the end to Slayer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
God rest his soul, you know. Jeff was quite the fucking metal. He is metal, man. Mm-hmm. You know, so it was kind of, the irony was definitely there, but at the same time, it was just really one of those special moments for me.
Any new bands that you're listening to locally or nationally that you're into right now?
Yeah, dude, I really like this. Well, I've been liking them for a while, but they're coming up with new stuff. The band called King with a Y.
Yes.
I really like King a lot. You know, when you're doing a record, I really don't listen to anything else. You know, I try to just focus on what the riff is and what direction we're going in. Not that I'm influenced by anything else. I just don't listen to a whole lot of stuff. We get a whole lot of tapes on the road, and Mark and I'll sit there and go through them and like listen to these new bands. In fact, we just took out this band out of Jersey called Blackwater Rising, and super band, you know, just really cool. In fact, we put them on the bus with us. You know, they left last night, so we have another 10 more dates on the road. So, and then we can take a little break for Christmas, and after the first, here we go, boom, right in your face.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I like King, and there's another band called Honky out of Austin, and that was the band that Bobby played in when he was not, you know, taking it down. So I don't know what's going to happen to them, but I'm sure they'll be doing something. And they're another just good old, I mean, it's just ZZ Top reincarnated, you know.
Honky's awesome. I've actually got a couple of their CDs.
Stop, buddy. That's the one right there.
And the thing I like about them is they're so different. You know, that's
and they're funny, and they're entertaining and cool to watch, and great players. And you know, I've known those guys for a long, long time. You know, they're different people in the Austin scene and all that kind of stuff. And I'm home for 48 hours, and then we're back on the road. So anyway, that being said, you know, it's kind of funny. I've seen them at the shows and get up and jam with them, and then you know, Pincus was our production manager. We did Alice Cooper last year, and Pincus was, you know, production manager for us. It just, you know, it's fun. There's a little clan of people down here in Texas that all stick together.
Rex, man, I want to thank you so much for taking time out and doing this interview. Like I said, I know you're really busy. I just want to say this. I said if I ever got the chance to interview you or meet you, thank you guys for coming on the scene with Pantera and what you guys are doing right now with Kill Devil Hill. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for.
Everybody needs to come to the show and check it out, man. It's you know, we like I said, we rest our own merit, but now we got 2 records to work with, so you're going to get double for your buck. And we're just going to keep doing this, and we'll see you down the fucking road, man.
Yeah, definitely. And thank you guys for carrying the torch and being true to the music.
Absolutely. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Rex, would you care to do a promo for the show before I let you go?
Let's do it. Hey, it's Rex from Kill Devil Hill in the Pantera days, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem. Check it out.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, bro. Thanks a lot. I'm going to go pick up my damn kids and surprise them and pick them up from school.
That's awesome. Hey, everybody, stick around. You only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and Uber City Radio. I want to thank Mr. Rex Brown for being on the show this evening, and stick around because we got some Kill Devil Hill for you guys later.
All right. Crank it up.
That's when I take my